Alrighty, let's head out and have a bit of a quick tour of Andamooka. Here's the view from my front yard. I'll just grab the dogs and we'll jump in the cruiser and head off. Here's Banjo and Matilda, two not very bright dogs, but they are keen for always keen for a trip. So what are you looking at there? Let's get this show on the road. Heading down my driveway, there's the closest neighbour's house. It's for sale if anyone's interested in a lovely little shack in Andamooka. Couple of more shacks as we come down the hill. No one appears to be in those. A couple of cars there too. Plenty of abandoned cars floating around Andamooka, and as well as mining equipment and other odds and sods. A few of the native flowers there as we heading down towards the main road into town. Look at them beautiful landscape gardens. Gotta love them. So yeah, we're just about to head out onto the one of the only roads in Andamooka that actually has any tar. This tar is only fairly new. During the floods a few months ago, this was all ripped up, washed away. But yeah, this is the main drag heading in towards town. We're on the outskirts, just as you come into Andamooka. And I said it's a fairly new road, looking pretty good actually. As we come up here, there's the caravan park. It's no longer in operation. There's the police station. No one on duty at the moment today. Cruising past a few more of the houses. A few of these houses have been brought in from Woomera to help bolster the accommodation in Andamooka. Thriving little metropolis it is. Heading down here, down to into the main part of the town, you'll notice that they have built this town on the river. Basically, the river runs through the middle of the town. So, I'm not sure what was happening. I think maybe the village idiot was employed as the town planner as well. That's the bed of the river there. Runs across the road there. Sneaks past the local IGA, and then it comes back out again just up here, running down there, jumps out onto the road here, and this is actually the riverbed as we come down towards the pubs. Yeah, when it rains, this road's a couple of feet underwater. There's the Tucker Box Hotel. John the Publican in there, dead set legend. I've had more than a few beers in that place and woke up with some pretty impressive hangovers. John's a big Uzo fan, and I have been forced into getting on it with him on occasion. Here's the the Andamooka Opal Hotel, the other pub, just across the road or river. Got some camp accommodation there. That's for when the camps in town get full from the mine shutdown workers. They get shunted out there. Heading out of town a bit. This is just some more housing over there. Miners, opal miners, living over there, up in the hills. Bit more of the local foliage, all green, grey, and spiky. This is the usual road conditions in Andamooka. Like I said, besides the main road, there's not much tar. This is heading up the back over past the cemetery, out past some fairly impressive junk piles in people's front yards. And that is the landscape out the back of Andamooka, or basically surrounding Andamooka. Banjo seems to enjoy it. Coming down here, down the back, there's a bloke here who's got just about every piece of earth moving equipment known to man sitting in his yard. Old, new, indifferent. A couple of old trucks in there that are probably worth a few quid if you could get him to part with them. Most of the blokes around here are pretty much hoarders. You got some of the mullikeeps out the back there of Andamooka. They don't seem to work too much out that part of it now. It's most of the mining seems to be out White Dam way. This is more of the dirt road coming down around the back of Andamooka. We'll get around the corner down here and you'll see some of the homemade vent systems. 44s with the weather vane. The wind turns them into the wind, and it gets pushed down those 44-gallon drums to the mines underground. You can't actually do underground mining anymore in the town limits, but there's certainly still plenty of them under there. A few more mullikeeps sort of in the middle of town, in someone's yard, shed or house. Pretty hard to tell sometimes whether they're a working shed or someone's living in them. A couple of more sheds. Coming back down into town now. Got got a bloke with a dozer and an excavator for garden ornaments there. Looking very impressive. And coming further down into town, we've got the long bus. Just a couple of city buses that at some stage made their way up here. They welded them together, called it the long bus, and they sell opal out of there, as they do in most of the other shops. Pretty hard to get away from the opal around here. You go to the pub for a beer, someone will try and sell you some. A couple of more of the buildings and shacks along the main street there, one of the old huts there. And then we're heading back out towards my place. A couple of better-looking houses down in there. There's the campgrounds, which is, like I said, is just basically a dirt pad. Some of the old mining equipment that the blokes have been painting up. There's Bill's steam shovel, just had a coat of jam. A few more of the mullikeeps with the houses stuck in between them. And just heading up another one of the roads in Andamooka. Have a look at a bit of the scenery up this part of the world. Got one of the shacks here has been fairly well blown down by the fairly large storms we had a few months ago. Can't really tell with a lot of the houses whether they've been storm damaged or just neglect. Like I said, a lot of times people no longer live in the houses. They either left town after doing no good, or they left town with a lot of money. Another bloke's front yard who's got a nice collection of what I'm sure he thinks is very collectible gear. Looks like garbage to me, but who am I to judge? And yeah, we'll head on back around here, and then head back up. This is back up my driveway. This road's in pretty good nick at the moment, but after the rains we had, this is a pretty treacherous little stretch of road. Very hard to get up here sometimes. I've had to engage four-wheel drive on more than one occasion. And yeah, heading up towards home sweet home. This is the Crow residence in Andamooka. Another Woomera house that was brought down here for accommodation. All looking pretty good. And dogs out having a sniff, as they do. No brighter for the experience, that's for sure. There she goes. Wave to the camera, Matilda. Well, that's our little trip around Andamooka. I hope you've enjoyed it.